We are at the Jewish quarter, and you can see here the corridor, the main street, shops, sidewalk, very wide, the columns that help to cover the sidewalk and the street. The street reach the palm trees, and the palm trees are actually symbolize the columns, and then more shops and sidewalk. Now the sidewalk was quite wide, mainly, I mean, you can see the shops. Shops are small, and all the products were outside the shops. And the cover of the roof cover actually helped to maintain those, the food or the other things from rain, sun, and even snow. And we are heading, that is the street, a Roman street, actually Byzantine street from 6th century, that started at Mount Zion or at Zion Gate and ended at the Damascus Gate. Oh la la, look at that, I have a pizza. That was a mikveh at the Second Temple time. Sorry that I'm eating with you, but it's warm and nice. And we're heading to an unknown neighborhood. It's called Gvul Almana. Let's translate it into the border of the widower. I'm not sure that it's the correct translation, but it's usually a non-touristy area, and that's the reason to travel here. Story of it's so good. Oh gosh, it is so good. Oh, look at the art, street art.
Batei.
It was so tasty. All the alleys are original alleys. What do you mean original alleys? In 1948, Jordan occupied the old city that was supposed to be owned by United Nations and destroyed the Jewish quarter. Then the alleys are original. You can see that the stones here are not, but every option for them to save whatever been saved or never been destroyed, like that 16th century synagogue, they actually thought about every inch here. We are a group of tour guides, and because of the war we are not working, and in that case, instead of staying at home, we are studying. If we talked about the Hosh, although it's modern, like a neighborhood of people who lived in a closed neighborhood, the center was open to the public. The children can play, the women can do whatever they want here, but the houses were kind of the wall. This is one of them. You can see here, this is original, that never been destroyed by them, but the yard kept as it used to be. The houses above, of course, are are new after 1967. The Jewish quarter was divided into neighborhoods according to Ashkenaz, Sephardic, Yaman. And in that area, a lot of widower women lived. That is funny. Why? It's very easy. Usually women are actually live longer than the men. Then a lot of women abroad, Europe for example, when they stay left alone, they decided to come to here to die together in the Holy Land, and they decided to stay together and to help each other. They know, or they knew, that the first one will resurrect when the Messiah will come, the Jewish Messiah. They will be the first one. Then, in that case, if they had the money for that, they came to here to end their life here. The story actually tells us that the women came to die here, but they didn't die. And there were a lot of women like them. The Bible actually told us that if the Jews will come back to their places, they've been abroad, but they are going back, it's called the actually blessing that the border of the widower will, renovate the new generation. There's a story of a woman that all her children died, 7 children. Then she decided to go to Jerusalem. Maybe that I will die there, but I will resurrect. And sadly, she didn't die. And then she said, I decided to help the community and volunteer and help people who need to be helped. Then she lived here, and now she's got a reason to live. That flag of Israel with kind of the yellow symbol represents more than 100 people that are still in Gaza. They were kidnapped in October 7. It's almost a year in prison as people who've been kidnapped by Hamas, by Gaza. They actually, the women here cooked for the people who couldn't afford themselves to buy food, guest rooms. The idea is to help anyone who needs to be helped, and they believe that one day they will reach heaven. It's actually a beautiful Ashkenaz ladies who actually decided to help instead of to die. Then charity. Let us help the one who cannot. We brought the money. We are still alive. We can share. We can help the rest. You can see here the stand for the Hanukkah menorah, which will this year it's going to be at the end of December. And a sign that say, together we will win. I'm talking about win Hamas in Gaza. We are at Amal'ah Street, which is the Angel Street. If you will turn right, you can see a wall, and behind the wall, it's the Armenian quarter. You can see that alley, and that alley is old. It's old because when you reach there, you will reach the Armenian quarter. Then they didn't destroy it, although it was the part of the Jewish neighborhood. We are going through a Nevel Street. Oh, for sale. Beautiful alleys, again, the hush, the idea that people are living indoors, and the outside houses are kind of a wall. And this is still the widower neighborhood. And this is the end of, not of the video, of the neighborhood of the widower. I'm usually walking a lot through here with the groups through Mount Zion. And this is another neighborhood called Hatura, like a yard, another hush. And the smell of the bakery is unbelievable. You can see that they found here the original wall, and above it, it's the modern one. They try to keep everything that they found here. The western wall, the way to the west wall is off from here to the left, off from here to the right. But we are turning right, and there's a parking place. I wonder why there's a parking place here. I know the answer. The parking lot is as above the car door, but it's above the foundation of Nea, the Nea Church from the 6th century. And the end of the corridor was here, and then the Nea New Church was the biggest church in that area, more than 300 meters, 900 feet, huge one, and part of it is beneath the road, and it actually reached the Jewish quarter. The place is called Batei Mahase, which is really big church. Until 1948, it was a Jewish neighborhood of Sephardic Jews, and it used to be a huge one above the foundation of the Nea Church. That neighborhood been destroyed. Hakura Sfaradit, the Spanish Hakura, the Sephardic Hakura. And that 1967, when Israel came back to here, they decided not to renovate a neighborhood, that neighborhood of Sephardic Jews who came from Arabic countries. And they decided to build a parking place because people who lived here need to have a parking place. It's only 15 minutes. I'm sure that you want to continue with me. Then let's do that for another 10 minutes. Are you? Is it okay? Yes. Is it okay? Yes. Eddie, are you still alive?
No.
No.
Actually, I'm dead.
We are doing it from 9:30 till 1500 hours.
Can you ask me what's my name? What is my name?
Yeah, what is your name?
I don't know.
We don't know. And it's a little bit hot. I must say it's an excellent day, but it's hot. Then we are actually entering into an alley that survived. Remember, it's been destroyed by the Jordanian, but that alley is an original alley. Everything that you see here is original. Strange alley, I must say. It's quite narrow at the end, but original. That's right, trumpets. I mean, most of the names of the street in that area is by tools, instrumentals. You can see the Batei Mahase square, another neighborhood, but you can see the original sign of it, Batei Mahase, which is the name shelter for poor at Mount Zion. And I will prepare a video of Mount Zion because we actually know that Mount Zion is not here, but Mount Zion was here. And one of my next video will be about that. And look at that beautiful building, 2 windows that survived. Let's enter to the Batei Mahase. This is the place. It's for poor families that got a chance to live like rich people. Again, a charity room with a toilet and a kitchen. Again, another hush. Remember, people are living in the center. The houses are kind of walls. In May 1948, when the Jordanians occupied that place, they gave the Jews who lived here 4 hours to organize everything, and then they were kicked out to the Jewish part, and the soldiers that were captured were taken to Jordan as prisoners. You cannot see a lot, but Mount of Olives is there. You can see a little bit of it. You can see the Jewish cemetery and one of the hotels there. Then the view from the roof can be so beautiful. You can see here one of the pictures of the soldiers, the Jordanian soldiers, and the refugees, the future refugees, the Jewish people at the Jewish quarter, and Batei Mahase, just behind you. Then 30 people were taken to prison in Jordan, 260 were kicked out of here. Now the square that you can see here was bigger. For example, those houses weren't there at 1948. Let me show you how big the square used to be and why they actually make it a little bit smaller, because they wanted people to live here. Then they wanted to build as many houses as they could. Some of you will recognize that straight from Hanukkah videos of mine, because there's a lot of menorahs here. It's beautiful here. Then, that buildings were part of the square that you saw until 1948. And we are entering to another house. Remember the neighborhood that's surrounded with houses, and the people lived indoors, yard, like that. You can see the lower part here is original, and of course the upper part was built after 1967. And another small alley will take us out to the center of the Jewish quarter. Don't miss Hanukkah's videos of mine at the end of December, very close to Christmas.
Wow.
It's nice, isn't it? I'm doing it every year. For me to be here at Hanukkah, it's unbelievable to see all the menorahs lit it, and the people are singing. This is something that you cannot miss. And soon you will, I think you will recognize the center of the Jewish quarter. Right, and let me show you where we are. Something that you must know, this is the Temple Institute. Those are the people who are ready to build their third temple if the government will give them permission. If they are ready for that, it's a beautiful museum to see. Then, this is the center of the Jewish quarter, and the way to the Western Wall is there. You can see a little bit of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and Mount of Olives. Guys, if you like that video and you want to see more than 21,000 videos of mine, then please subscribe to my channel, be part of my family, ask me whatever you want. If I know the answer, you will get it, and if I want to know the answer, you will get an answer that I don't know the answer. Then I will do my best to answer you. Thank you very much for being with me. Bye bye.